I mean it when I say that construction work is not child's play. These workers are constantly raising the bar. They use techniques and tricks that'll make you wonder, how did they even think of that? So, do you want to watch some of these ingenious construction workers that are on another level with me? Let's get started. A beautiful stone floor doesn't just appear overnight. It takes time, effort, and skill. That's how you create this stunning, polished masterpiece. The speed at which this guy works makes me think he could build a house all on his own. And the best part? That fast pace doesn't mean sacrificing quality. Just look at that flawless finish. You mean to tell me that these beautiful columns are not individually carved by hand? My whole life has been a lie. The wall art game is getting stronger every day. You don't have to settle for boring walls just because you can't afford professional artists. You can create stunning walls with nothing more than a sponge. Just dip your sponge in thick paint and dab it on the walls and voila, there you have it. Who needs fancy gadgets when you've got your trusty hands and a dream in your eyes? No, seriously, just take a look at this guy. First, he takes a chunk of cement and slaps it onto the ceiling. Then, he smooths it out with his fingers. In the end, he finishes the design using a simple DIY tool. Unbelievable. Installing 3D wallpaper can be tricky, but not when you've got the right team on the job. Look at how seamlessly they finished it. Bravo. Why bother painting each stair individually when you can just pour some paint and hope for the best? And look how well it turned out. No more stressing over a perfect paint job. Just pour the paint on the stairs, grab the rollers for a smooth finish, and voila, you're done in no time. Just tune everything out and watch this clip of the most perfect and satisfying paint job you've ever seen. This is why you need to pay attention in geometry and math class, kids. Who knows, one day you might have to install one of these too. If you are an operator, you can have a little fun on the job by tossing pebbles into people's butt cracks. This might just be the most creative way to encourage people to properly dress themselves. Look at them go. With the right techniques, achieving the smoothest floors is a walk in the park, even in a high-rise apartment. Need to build a perfect staircase? Just follow this guy's lead and you will have one in no time at all. The key to patching a 300-year-old farmhouse is determination and the company of good friends. I have to say that it is hauntingly beautiful. And that's being precise. I can't even cut open a loaf of bread that smoothly. Be careful, folks. This may be a beautiful technique, but it's also a dangerous one. I am talking about the traditional hot tar roofing method. This method is dangerous due to the risk of severe burns, toxic fumes, and fire hazards from the high temperatures. It also increases the chances of slips, falls, and heat-related illnesses. Need I say more? Ripping out roof tiles has never looked this good. The guy is really giving it his all. Using a power washer to carve out floor tiles, that is some next-level genius I never saw coming. Just take a look at the perfect arch. Without solid footing, your house is bound to come crashing down eventually. And don't forget, make sure the footing is placed on undisturbed original ground. Otherwise, boom, the whole structure could collapse. Mr. Builderman over here is definitely better than me. I wouldn't have been able to pull that cement tray for the life of me. All you need to build a solid brick wall is a tape measure, some red string, and plenty of muscle. Look at the lad go. He's gonna have that wall up in no time. I can probably sit here and watch this road repair all day long. Who else is with me? It is great to see these things still around today and get the job done as smoothly as ever. They used to be much bigger and heavier back in the day, but of course, you've got to keep up with the times. So, this is how those ceiling decorations are made. That's pretty impressive. Hands down, it's one of the top 5 most satisfying things I've watched this week. The paint is going on the wood so smoothly, it's like butter. As impressive as it is honestly a miracle this guy has not nailed his finger yet. That would be really painful. Tiling a wall isn't as simple as it might seem. It takes hours of work and, most importantly, a whole lot of patience. Because, let's be honest, without patience, how else would you be able to achieve such a stunning result? The beauty of a project is in the small details. Even something as tiny as a chip in the wood can make or break the final result. So, here's a pro tip. Don't skip over those little holes, just patch them up as you go. Curb construction is all about achieving that smooth and seamless finish. And if you want the same flawless look in your own projects, skipping the mud floating process simply isn't an option. In a world ruled by social media and perfection, everything has to look just right and match our aesthetic, even the little details. That's why we're saying goodbye to boring, ugly drain covers. Because, let's be honest, even drain covers deserve a glow-up. Now, those are some crazy good skills. What kind of a magician do you have to be to create that kind of art? Who needs professional help when you are bold enough to create a set of stairs all by yourself? Why spend hours working on a mural when you can make your life easier with a stencil? This guy clearly lives by the motto, work smarter, not harder. Your art is an expression of your soul, am I right? And this artist? He's definitely got the soul of a construction worker. Just look at those ridges and grooves. If you put him in a lineup with actual construction workers, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And this, my friends, is exactly why we don't let the new guy near the demolition site. I mean, he got the job done. I'll definitely give him that. But there's gotta be a better way to bring down a house, right? Because from where I'm standing, this looks less like demolition and more like a giraffe reaching for leaves on a tree. Floor staining is a long, tedious, and, let's be honest, a pretty boring process. And who wants to be stuck doing the same thing for hours on end? Not me. And apparently, not this guy either. That's why he came up with a genius solution, a buffer to stain the floors. Look at him go knocking it out in just minutes. This is one brilliant idea I'll definitely be stealing. What about you? Let's be honest, guys, if we ever walked past that driveway, we'd never guess it was built using plastic bags. Yes, I am talking about regular, everyday plastic bags. This genius construction worker filled the bags up with concrete and laid them out to dry. This is why prep work is so important, people. Just look at these guys. They're out there mastering the art of laying down fresh turf like it's second nature. Preparation makes all the difference, I believe. Ever wondered how they build such massive pools? Well, here's how. Watching this time lapse, I am actually thinking about how much hard work goes into building one single pool. Digging the place and then installing everything required for the pool is days worth of work, and this video makes it look very easy and fast. But trust me, only professionals know how to do stuff like this. Now, you've seen normal walls, but not everyone likes to have basic walls. And for such people, this is the guy they need to hire. He carves the design and files the tiles smoothly. And now, it's time to install them. Mind you, this wall will have lights as well, making it even more amazing. The final result is just astonishing. I need a wall like this in my room as well. Making such a pretty design, all with cement and some nails, is truly interesting. The way he made the tiles and then fit them perfectly in place. This work deserves praise. Flooring is one of the most demanding jobs in construction work. But some people like this guy just find the right tricks and speed to do it well. Watch as he skillfully installs the wooden floor. The rhythm is just too good. This man is quite literally a cleaning master. He really pulled all that dirt out in one go, and trust me, that's impressive and satisfying at the same time. He should get an award for that kind of painting skills. Because no, not everyone can do that. Who says you can't have fun at work? Just look at this guy. He's basically playing dominoes and getting paid for it. He's quite literally a bricklaying master. This guy is drywalling the ceiling like it's no big deal. The only catch? He's using a paint bucket as his personal hoverboard ladder hybrid. Sure, it's incredibly reckless, but you've got to admire the skill and confidence.
I asked Dylan, the kid that works for me, to clean my shop floor while I was gone.
This guy really said, work smarter, not harder, and I'm loving it. I didn't know it was possible to automate such kind of work as well. But a hack is a hack, and I gotta appreciate the intelligence behind it. Hope the brick isn't damaging the machine, though.
He said he's just moved it a couple of times when it gets stuck.
How do you give your garage to your neighbor? You walk it to their home. Yes, that's right. But you can't do it alone, so you gotta call your friends. 92 of them. The entire move took only a few minutes and no machinery. How cool is that? The smooth corners and the perfect placement of the brick are just astonishing. That has to be the most difficult part of painting the walls, yet he does it with such expertise. He doesn't know, but that really healed something inside of me. These guys are so in sync, it's almost as if they're programmed to do the job perfectly. How satisfying is that? If he can do it this fast, then why did my painter take a whole entire day painting a single wall? Did I get played or something? This makes me want to paint all my rooms again myself. Yep. That's how they make it look like tiles when, in reality, it's just concrete and some design hacks. Now, that's how you save energy and time. Watch as this professional saves a beautiful wooden floor hidden behind layers of carpet. It's just stunning. The perfect cuts, fitting, and the final look. Everything is just top-notch. It takes years of work to be so proficient in such a detail-oriented job. Who knew drones could be used for carrying material from one place to another? Looks like the big dude on the left owned a battle axe in his past life. As cool as it looks, it'll only take a slight misjudgment for somebody to lose a finger. So, be careful out there, people. Is it only me, or did you also not know that those marble floors aren't actually marble? After watching this, I am questioning reality now. But then again, if it works, it works. I can't be the one complaining, right? It looks stunning though. Who would have known that just a sledgehammer can take down a giant silo tower? Sure, it's super old-fashioned, but there's a certain charm to the sheer determination and strength it takes to bring down a tower with nothing but a hammer.
We have a winner, baby!
Filling the holes in walls has to be a satisfying job, but this guy is making it look even more interesting. Just look how smooth it is. He isn't missing a single spot at all. Seating a tire with starting fluid and mounting tires with fire might sound crazy, but it's actually a technique that's been used in automotive and tire repair shops for years.
Come on, Air. Go, 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 go.
This guy definitely knows how to load a wheel. Just look how fun that looks. This is why we should pay attention in physics class.
That's how it's done. Tell them, boys.
That's how it's done.
That's how leap of paving rounds, mate.
Who needs fancy machines when you've got a genius mind and incredible core strength? And of course, let's not forget the two friends who turn your wild ideas into reality. Splitting such a massive rock with a sledgehammer isn't something I thought was possible, but this guy has probably been doing it for years now. No wonder he simply split such a big rock in half in just a few minutes. I can't believe my eyes. The thing you're watching right now is quite literally a big broom used for leveling down roads in the making. Just love how it didn't leave even a single part and leveled it all perfectly. This guy has found a creative way to clean out a culvert using old tires. Instead of relying on expensive equipment or manual labor, he repurposed tires to do the job. Welp, the secret's out, ladies. The men are onto us. Who needs a tape measure when you can just eyeball it? And it's a perfect fit, too. I'm sure you've all seen a dance battle or two. But have you ever seen a forklift dance battle? Yup, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's just two forklifts facing off against each other in a dance battle. The synchronicity is so on point that I just can't stop watching. Traditions make us who we are. And this is one of the most fun traditions I've seen in a while. Groups of villagers work together to pack down layers of earth, clay, or stone to build roofs and floors. They don't use modern machinery for this work. Instead, they stomp and pound in sync with the beat of traditional songs. How cool is that? Can you imagine being so skilled at your job that your boss trusts you to operate a Bobcat skid steer inside a house? Now, that's next level expertise. I know I wouldn't dare try it. But this guy, he's got it down to an art. Watch him maneuver through the construction site like it's second nature. Effortless, precise, and completely unfazed. Here's one to scratch that itch in the back of your brain. Suspension bridges take forever to build, and a lot of expertise and hard work goes into it. But here's a time-lapse showing how the progress can look satisfying in all forms. I am sure he loves his work. Learning that kind of skill requires one to have some serious passion for the job. Love how all bricks are in the perfect place.
That's a messy one.
This guy can single-handedly take down a network used for construction. The dude is determined to finish the construction all on his own. The best way to get the most even surface is by using a radius screed, and this whole process is just too satisfying to watch. Also, how genius it is to get such hectic work done in half the time like this. I can't decide if this is impressive or just plain risky. This guy is putting on an acrobatic performance as he single-handedly takes down this massive scaffolding. Honestly, I don't even want to imagine what could happen if his hand slips. You know those beautiful paintings on stone walls? Turns out they're not actually painted on. They're transferred. Yep, you heard that right. I feel like my whole life has been a lie. I'm sure there are more efficient ways to transfer materials up a building, but hey, if this method works for them, who am I to judge? Just be careful with all that sand, though. You'll probably be finding it in your house for months afterwards. I can't believe I never thought of this. Shoveling the driveway after a snowy night is the worst, but this old guy had the perfect solution. What a genius move. This is the ultimate construction hack. This is the definition of made by hand. If it works, then it works. I guess the more, the merrier is actually true. Because these guys really did all that roofing in just one day. Teamwork really does make the dream work. My only question is, how did this guy even get up there? And what happens if he has to sneeze? I guess it all comes crashing down. The most time-consuming part of laser cutting is removing all the cutout pieces from the mold. It can feel like an eternity doing it all by hand, one piece at a time. But these guys have found a much smarter solution. Now, that's what I call a power move. This is what happens when you really know your craft. This guy just knocked down 55 trees with a single swing. Now that's impressive. And that's all for today, folks. Which one of these genius workers impressed you the most? Was it the fearless acrobat, the traditional concrete dance, or just the plain old curb hack? Comment down below and let us know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you in the next video. Goodbye.